When we talk about forgiveness, yes, forgiveness is letting go. But when you're letting go, that doesn't really mean that you have to allow the person back into your life. The forgiveness, you're the person you're forgiving, first and foremost, it's yourself. Because most times we make some bad choices that result to our lives being not so good. We question a lot of things about our lives. Sometimes we are so curious, and one of the reasons why we make some silly mistakes or some silly choices. Sometimes we make these choices because we're in love. Sometimes we don't even get to make the choices ourselves. Someone somewhere make that choice for us. And because we do not have that courage to say no, or we don't really know what we want as a that point in our lives, or probably we're too young to decide for ourselves. So someone somewhere will make the decision for us. And sometimes all of these bad choices and bad decisions that are made for us or we make for ourselves cause us to resent ourselves sometimes and make us to sometimes look down on ourselves. For instance, have you ever had a conversation with somebody and after probably the person left, you start thinking to yourself, oh, I should have said this, I should have said that, or I should have done this, I should have done that. That is rethinking our choices, rethinking the decisions that we make. Second thought. Sometimes when we have second thoughts on things, actually make us to make better choices more than the first choice. A lot of people have made bad choices, including myself, in the past, and this has really hurt us as a result of the choice we made or decisions we made in the past. But then when we talk about forgiveness, we're talking about letting go of all those hurt. Yes, you made a mistake, the mistake has been done. There's nothing else you can do about it. Stop beating yourself up because of one mistake or two mistakes. It's time to just let go and see what you can do for yourself by letting go. And when it comes to the decision of letting go of forgiveness concerning letting go of someone hurting you, probably a parent, a partner, a loved one, a friend, or whoever it might be, hurt you so deeply and you said to yourself, I can never ever forgive this person for this betrayal. I will never forgive this person for this hurt. Remember, you are carrying that person's burden for them. Have you ever sat on a delicious meal that you're ready to eat, your favorite meal? And then you saw somebody that you really don't like, somebody that you have a grudge, somebody that really, really hurt you in the past. And what happened? Most of the time, we lost our appetite. Sometimes the person does not even really know that you're having a grudge with them. The person does not even care sometimes. They go about their lives, living their lives. And you go about carrying this grudge for this person, feeling very miserable just because you're holding on to something. You let go and see how your life will turn out to be. The day I tested forgiveness, self forgiveness, was the day my life changed forever. I could sit down with somebody that hurt me in the past, letting go and not feel a thing. because I see the person from a different perspective. Remember, sometimes, somehow, we've hurt other people as well in the past. But different between some people is that you realize the hurt you have, done to the person, and you go back and apologize genuinely. But some people don't really care. But then what do you do in a situation where somebody does not really care about your feelings or how you feel about whatever it is that they've done to you in the past? You give yourself closure. You turn things around for yourself. Yes. You let go. If you need to cry, you cry. Whatever thing you need to do to give you that relief from that pain, you do it and move on. And let God. Let the Holy Spirit guide you to relieve yourself of all the pains. Do whatever thing you need to do to make sure that you completely let go of that hurt. Yes, I know it takes a while for you to get over the hurt, the pain. It takes a while. Give it time. And then you come out stronger. For every damage that is done to our lives, for every hurt, we always come back stronger. Sometimes we don't even look like what we've been through, because God has helped us to get over it. Most times when we are going through a situation and we ask ourselves, will I ever go out of this? Will this ever pass over? I am tired. Sometimes we feel like committing suicide. Sometimes we're so depressed. Sometimes we have a lot of questions. But give it another 3 to 6 months. You look back and you just laugh. Oh, I felt this was going to take my life. Sometimes when I look back over the years and I remember all I've been through, I know it's not by my power. Everything I've been through that God helped me to go through, it has always been better. When you go through a situation, you come out better. There's always light at the end of the tunnel. There is no way you can ever go through something and come out the same way. You just have to let go and let God. Stop carrying people's burden for them. You deserve better. You don't deserve to carry all the old over the years, that grudge over the years. I have an ex that I left some 13-14 years ago, and he's still carrying that grudge. And each time I see him, it's quite so funny, because this was somebody that really, really hurt me. Somebody that thought I would never become anything in life. Somebody that wrote me off, that was ready to damage my life. But I carried the hurt for a while, and then I just let God in. And now, after so much years, I've grew over whatever it is that has happened between us. I've bettered my life. I'm a much better person. And now he can't comprehend how I got to this stage. It's still a dream to him. Like, he felt it's impossible. And each time we'll see I'm a different person. And because I'm a different person, I hold no grudge against him. Whenever he sees me and he's acting up, I just smile, because we have a bit of the same circle of friends. He's doing well for himself. I'm doing well for myself. And it's so funny how life works. He's not letting go, and I don't think he's ever going to let go till he dies. But the truth is, and the most relieving aspect of it all is that I have let go a long time ago. I could talk about it right now, talk about whatever thing he did without feeling any kind of feeling, because I let go a long time ago. God used him to teach him a lesson. God used him to teach me a lesson. And after him, God had used so many other people to teach me different and lots of other lessons that I needed to learn to grow. The only thing that makes us a much better person is difficulties, challenges, pain groom us into becoming a better person. So don't carry other people's baggages for them. Let it go. I know you can't do it yourself. You have to ask God to help you. Some wounds are so deep that it takes years to actually heal. Yes, I understand that. But a step at a time, one day at a time. And you realize something, that if you had known better, if you had known earlier, you'd have just let all this go. Because forgiveness is actually refreshing. Letting go clears your head and your mind. You become a different person. You can operate from the place of genuinity. You can be yourself without pretending to be someone else. You don't have to wear a mask to laugh when somebody that hurt you in the past is close by. You don't have to pretend that you like the person when the person is sitting down. Forgiving somebody does not mean that you have to take that person back into your life, or you have to embrace that person. You can forgive them and love them from afar. Yes. Lots of the people that hurt me in the past, I don't hate anybody. I don't even have that ability in me. I don't have it in me to hate anybody. I just love you from afar. No matter the quarrel, no matter the clash, the confrontation I have with people in the past, I can't even hate anybody. It's not possible. Once I say what I needed to say there, it's over. And then we'll move on. I understand what burden is right now. And I'm not ready to carry anybody's burden for them. I'm not ready to feel anybody's pain. No. I let whatever it is that happened in the past be in the past. Life goes on. Free yourself from that burden of carrying people's baggages for them. Just because somebody says something about you, somebody gossiped about you, you heard somebody say something about you, somebody actually really hurt you, hit you, maltreated you, do all sorts of things to you, belittled you, and God brought you out of that thing and made you into what you are today. And you still want to go on and start carrying that person's burden for them. See, let me tell you the truth. Most of those people that hurt people, they always regret it. Some of them you will get an apology from them. Some will never ever give you closure. They rather die than give you closure. So just let it go. Give yourself that closure and continue with your life. Help yourself to grow. Ask God to give you the strength to let go. Stop carrying people's burden for them. They don't deserve it. You deserve a much happier life. So, friends, the truth is you deserve better. Let go and let God. Let forgiveness be the order of the day. Let forgiveness be the menu on your list every day. And see how God will turn your life around. You just wait and see. You'll be shocked to see lots of people or to know people that are waiting for you to die in that bitterness. When they see you happy, it destabilizes them. That's just the truth. I have an ex that came back, begged me. I wanted to come back into my life, and he wants his family back and all those crap. And I told him when he came back, because the first day I saw him when he came back, I knew he was the same person. Nothing has changed. First thing he did was left me and the kids waiting for more than 2 hours, waiting for him. And when he came, he took us somewhere that wasn't expecting to be. Instead of him playing around and spending time with his children. He didn't know that I know that he came back because of my picture that he saw on IMO. That I've become a more better version of myself. And mind you, this is an ex that does this off and on thing for years. This is somebody that married another wife 2 months after I left. Was it even up to 2 months after I left? But I worked on myself. I grew beyond the hurt. And that was the only reason I could see through his bullshit. But he didn't know that. And all the while he was saying all the stories and all the cock and bull and and everything he needed to say just to get back into my Panthers. I was watching him. But one thing I stood on is this. I stood my ground that I'm not coming back to you. You focus on your children. Build that relationship with your children. Love your children. Show them that you're present in their lives. But he kept on with his manipulation. And when he couldn't get what he wanted from me, he turned on me. Less than 6 months. And I gave him 1 year to see what he would do. Within 1 year that, okay, God can change anybody. If he could change, but I knew he wouldn't change. But I said, just in case. In my mind, I placed him on a 1 year routine. It was a paro. But he failed woefully. But I still didn't hate him. Don't get me wrong, I'm no longer in love with him. Far, far, far from it. I don't love him. I don't hate him. But I see him like a human being that God can change, the father of my children. With everything that he did, I felt okay, I would feel hurt, I'll come back to him, begging him and all that. Forgetting that he left me for 4 years. I was able to grow within that 4 years. I went through a lot, yes, but I grew. I grew beyond my own imagination. Like I am marveled at my growth. But he didn't see that growth at first. Probably he saw it. He didn't want to accept the fact that, oh, she's no longer the same person. But I told him one day, I said, I'm no longer the same person. I just need you to be the father of your children. Just love your children. Provide for them. Leave me out of the picture because I'm never coming back to you. And I'm not saying that heart of a spiteful place. I'm not hurting anymore. I'm not bitter. I wish him all the peace and happiness that he deserves. But I know myself and him can never be together because it's not for me. I can see clearly who he is now. That it wasn't supposed to be in the first place. But that's that. He's still hurting and he's still determined to hurt me more by not caring for the children because I'm not coming back to him. But the question he feels to ask himself is, before he came back, has God not been faithful? There are a lot of things God can do for us beyond our own imagination when we'll let him in. When you're not striving to do things by yourself, God will help you. It will put things in order for you beyond your own imagination, beyond far from your own expectations. So let go and let God. Let whoever deserves their burden carry their burden. Let them carry their load. Stop carrying people's baggages for them. Let go. Forgive them and heal yourself. Work on yourself. Go back to school. Learn that trade. Attend seminars. Join Facebook club. It's a Facebook group. Do whatever it is that you need to do to better your life so that you can see them clearly. When you forgive people, you can see them clearly. You know who they are. Nobody can put a plague in your eyes anymore. You can see people for who they are. Nobody will be able to deceive you anymore. Nobody will be able to deceive you. That's the truth. Because forgiveness and letting go helps you to build yourself. You become a better person. Everything about you will be on point. You can see through people's bullshit when you let go. Because you're not hurting. When somebody comes into your life, you're not scared that this person is going to hurt me. Everybody's coming here to get me. No. You can see through. You know who is lying to you, and you know who is telling you the truth. You see them and you hear them right. So let go. And let God.